Thank you for tuning in on our podcast Módulo Músicos Unidos. It means Musicians United. Once again, my name is Max, founder of MMP Global Music. You can visit our website at mmpglobalmusic.com. We have all the information available in English as well as Spanish. We are in the very last quarter of 2018. This is episode 18. Okay, for all our English listeners, we're going to provide all the latest news and updates, for this 2018. There's a lot going on in the music industry, streaming. So it has been a great year overall, especially for, music, musicians and, artists. Independent music has been great. Numbers have been rising. So we're going to provide, again, the latest information on this episode, not to focus on each topic, at least we're going to provide the information so that you know exactly what's going on. So it's no secret that the music, streaming music has been rising. The numbers, have continued to increase. But one particular market is Brazil music market. It needs to align itself more tightly to the Spanish-speaking Latin America if it is to seize on the huge opportunity created by, the digital music and streaming. So there's no secret that Brazil is a big market, okay? The rise of digital music, especially streaming and, as you call it, Despacito effect, is changed everything in Latin America. So we all know that, at least up to this point. But Brazil, as the region's largest music market, stands to benefit more than any other country. But it needs to align itself in order for that to happen. So it's no secret that the labels are targeting Brazil. Okay, keep our eyes open for that particular market. So in other news as well, update this week, the Human Rights Foundation is calling upon alternative hip hop group Enrique Iglesias, Jason Derulo, and more to cancel the upcoming concerts in the name of human rights abuses. So this is a topic that we would like to get into exactly as far as why these shows are being canceled. In that, there is also Black Eyed Peas. They're facing a little bit of backlash over the planned Saudi Arabia performance. So the scheduled performances or appearance at the music festival in Saudi Arabia, it's set for next month. The Saudi Arabian officials have been under intense scrutiny since the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, and the country is deferring accounts of his death. So that's an issue, and I would not recommend these artists, which I'm sure that they've canceled, but some of them are receiving backlash due to all this, or it's a big mess down there. So that's what's going on in the music industry. So in other news, we have Mixcloud and Merlin Network agreed to a multi-year direct licensing deal. Mixcloud is very interesting. It's an audio streaming platform. Okay, they both have agreed. Mixcloud had agreements with the Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group as well. So, there's alignment or joint effort is to ensure that all underlying rights holders receive royalties when their music is played as part of Mixcloud's current streaming music options. So the Music Cloud offers DJs. It's like a radio application, and you get to follow your favorite mixes, your favorite DJs. It can be an even playing field if Mixcloud joins forces with Merlin as well, which has a big part of the independent music. It's a very nice joint venture. All right, there's other news that's circulating as well, which is streaming app Plex announces Tidal partnership as well. So again, big companies are making these deals, because they do see a light at the end of the tunnel. So Plex, it's a global streaming media company that complies with many media types together in one app. Partnering with Tidal, Plex members will have access to Tidal's entire catalog. Okay, so that includes more than 60 million tracks, okay, and about 244,000 videos. All right, so they do have a free trial, and subscription plans start at $9.99 per month. Through the price drops to $8.99 for Plex Pass subscribers. So they do have that for those who are the subscribers. So the agreement follows Plex's recent launches of Plex News, Plex Web Shows, and Plex Podcast, and the adds to Tidal's growing list of integrations as well. So it's great to see these, again, these companies come to agreement and working together in this new age of music. Tidal as well is to launch its own app for Samsung TV. So they're prioritizing Tidal's visual content. So the app will give users access to new music, concerts, live streams, and much more. So while offering curated content, including video playlist, Tidal's full library will be accessible, giving the fans the chance to, consume 240,000 hours of music videos and more than 58 million songs. So this is a great move again by Tidal. This is again Jay-Z, so he's making his business moves. In other news, we have Ariana Grande is the most streamed artist worldwide on Spotify. She just replaced Selena Gomez, so that's a great accomplishment for Ariana Grande. She just wrapped in her year. Most streamed artist, that's as of Friday, November 30th. Okay, so she's reached Spotify milestone after passing 46.9 million monthly listeners. Just imagine that. I mean, that's great. She has her number one song, okay, with Thank You, next single, which is currently topping the Billboard Hot 100 for the third straight week. So that's amazing, and kudos to Ariana Grande. We have also other news. Warner Music is bringing back Sesame Street Records. I know it's not that important, of course, but this is part of their catalog. So the Warner Music Group Arts Music Division and Sesame Workshop, they have partnered as well to revamp the long dormant Sesame Street Records, especially, for a new curated series of thematic CDs, vinyls, and downloads and streaming releases. So I mean, it's not much interest, but this is what the labels are doing to bring back all the catalogs and certainly benefit from these recordings. Also this week, circulating is Romeo Santos' Centavito. Just hit number one on the Latin Airplay charts. Again, this is dated as of December 1st, 2018. He scored his 15th leader on the tally. With the achievement, he's breaking out four-way tie with the previous held Carlos Vives, Shakira, and Wisin for the third most number ones on the list. So now he stands alone with the third most, trailing only Enrique Iglesias with 30 and Ricky Martin with 17. We also have on the Latin charts Anuel, AA, and Romeo Santos, Ella Quiere Beber, hits the top 10 on Hot Latin Songs. Okay, so Romeo Santos assisted a remix version of Anuel's Quiere Beber. It's hitting the charts. So this is also great for the Latin music. These artists are, featuring each other and are boosting the economy, believe it or not, and also are being ranked, in the top billboards and Hot Latin songs. Kudos to Anuel AA, Anuel AA, and Romeo Santos. If we're looking to their numbers, it collected 7.4 million in the U.S. streams, so that's a lot. That's about a 79% gain, and about 6,000 in digital sales. Okay, so those are the numbers according to Nielsen Music. Okay, so these numbers are great. The audience impressions has been 7.6 million. It has increased 33%. So these two great Latin giants are bringing the numbers up. Also, this week we have news with Alejandro Sanz. He signed an agreement with GTS and Ocesa C-Track for a world tour. Okay, so this is also surprising. Not so much a surprise, but the agreement that he's getting ready for full comeback. Okay, that's the surprise. There's no secret that he's a superstar, and his management office, Mao Management, have signed the agreement with Universal Music Group's GTS Management Office. With the GTS agreement, Universal Music Group expands its relationship with Sanz beyond releasing his upcoming album, okay, which it's titled No Tengo Nada. So meanwhile, the Ocesa deal broadens Sanz opportunities in Latin America with Mexico City-based agency. With this deal, he's certainly looking at Mexico being the primary target, okay, to open up his market. So if we look into the dates, he has already announced the first dates of his tour, which would be in Spain. He will be performing in Sevilla on June 1st, 2019. He's performing on Barcelona on June 8th, Madrid on June 15th, and in Elche on June 21st. So these dates have already been set by Alejandro Sanz, new agreement and new management, and it will make a full comeback. So we do wish the best of luck of Alejandro Sanz, and we can't wait to fully enjoy his full album. So we have other news as well this week that we would like to share. We have Angela Aguilar, which we will certainly dedicate an episode for her. She's an upcoming artist. So this is Latin artist on the rise. There's no secret that Angela Aguilar is Pepe Aguilar's daughter. Okay, so Pepe Aguilar is a regional ranchera singer from Mexico, which is very popular and has a very big market. So his daughter Angela Aguilar is on the rise, and she sings great. She recently performed at the Latin Grammy. Her performance was great. Everyone was applauding her. Her voice is smooth, so she has a lot of talent and a great future. We also have news that we'd like to share. Hugh Jackman is heading on the road. This is a 50-year-old performer, announced Thursday, November 29th, that he will embark on The Man, the music, the show. So world tour next summer. So, certainly his fans will benefit from this, and this is great for music and great for, world tour, especially in Europe. Thank you for tuning in on our podcast, Módulo Músicos Unidos, Musicians United. Feel free to visit our website, mmpglobalmusic.com. All of the information is available in English and in Spanish. Any feedback, questions, comments, feel free to leave them on the message box. We'll be more than happy to get back with you or reply back to you. In the meantime, we're also available on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher for Androids, and we also available on TuneIn Radio and also Spotify. Thank you for tuning in.